I'm really sorry about that just now. Hi, welcome. It is Aishin Tsukase. We are playing Dyson Sphere Program tonight. The reason that it just flitted over to my Be Right Back screen is I was using the numpad, which is still linked up to my toggles for screens and stuff. So, Dyson Sphere Program. It is a factory building program. We played it on stream before. Quite a bit, actually. But I didn't really know what I was doing then. This time, I do know what I'm doing. The reason my Be Right Back screen flicked over is I was putting a cluster seed in for a cluster that I've actually used before, so I've got a bit of an idea as to what to expect in terms of what's nearby. And also, it has the right stuff in the starting system, I believe. So it's got an ice giant, which is kind of important for getting a good start in this game, I would argue. So basically, the gist of the game is you are going to build a Dyson Sphere. That's it. That's the objective of the game. It's nice and chill. There's no silliness. The only kind of way that there's no failure condition. It's just kind of a very chill game, very relaxing, very healing. I've put about 150 hours into it all in total so far, so it's one I quite enjoy. We're going to jump straight on in. We're not going to put sandbox on. The thing is, sandbox. Yeah, sandbox is just like do whatever. So there's no progression. That's kind of the problem there. Resource multiplier we will keep on 1x multiplier. We're just going to play a standard game. We're spawning on Alpha Normite, right? So there's a bunch of stars nearby. There's a black hole over there. There's a neutron star over there. And generally there's quite a lot of stuff around which is actually going to be like useful in this cluster. The only problem is that the black hole is quite a way away, and there's some stuff that you get from black holes that you don't get from anywhere else. So we're going to get starting. It's going to have to generate the cluster, I think, first. It might not take too long because we've already kind of played this cluster before. Yeah, I had some news earlier on that I wasn't exactly fond of, which we'll come to that in a second. We'll go through the opening first.
Welcome to the actual universe.
Hello.
You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
Man, it looks so good, doesn't it? Beautiful. I think we had a lava planet in this system as well, which is good.
Everything here is yours.
Yes, a
As
lava
one of
world.
Cosmos
Excellent.
And the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere Program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the CentreBrain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission.
Oh, thank you,
which has
advisor.
necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Yep, that's the plan, isn't it? I don't think we can access the map yet, can we? No, we can't access the map at all. We have to research before we can check what's there, but because I've used this cluster before, I'm kind of cheating in the sense that I know there's a lava world, I know that there's a ice giant, and both of those are really helpful for starting systems because lava worlds have...
Now you are about to reach the designated planet.
Excellent. Lava worlds have easy power generation because you can just use thermal power plants on those, and ice giants give you easy access to fire ice, which gives you much easier access to graphene, and that's important later on, especially when you start making advanced stuff. So, oh, look at it. It's beautiful. The music as well. It's Icarus! Hey up!
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality.
Right, let's get some
use
iron.
the arrow keys or right click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
Oh, excellent. So we're going to get some iron ore firstly. We need to get some fuel as well. Because
Now try to recycle the space capsule.
No, I'm not going to do that. There's an achievement for finishing the game without recycling the space capsule, so we ain't going to do that. Not today, sir. Okay. So let's get as much of this stuff as we can. That'll give us a nice whack of fuel to start off. Okay. Gobble, gobble. Right. So we want to research that. We need... Right, so we need some electromagnets to research. We've got a nice whack of coal. We've got quite a bit of stone. We've got 2 coal nodes, a little bit of iron, a little bit of copper. We probably want to try and find someone that's got better iron resource deposits before we crack on too far. Huh? Right, okay. So we can make 10 of these. While we're doing that, we're also going to keep harvesting this. We're going to keep harvesting iron. I'm going to try a slightly different approach to the game tonight. So normally what I would do is I'd have my resource nodes feed directly into manufacturing. What I'm going to try and do instead is feed my resourcing into storage and then feed the storage into kind of distribution across the planet. So I'm hoping that that's going to put us in a position where we have a much stronger... Oh,
Yet
hello.
you have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research.
Okay.
Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree and activate a research.
That's kind of the plan. That's what we need those magnetic cores for, so we can unlock the electromagnetism, which I believe gives us access to the power plants. So the wind farm is the first one we're going to get. We also don't have very much metadata, if any, to play with. In fact, yeah, here we go. Right. Yeah, it'll get us the mining machine as well. Mining machine obviously important because it'll let us mine stuff. We'll need to get wind power too. So ideally, I'd want to try and maybe start over there because there's 433k iron there. There's not very much. There's only 40k there. We don't have the map technology just yet. Okay, we've unlocked electromagnetism. So, first things first.
You have created a mining machine to achieve ore
Let
collecting automation.
us make a
Pick
couple
it
of
up
them.
from the inventory, or select it on gathering of construction menu to build it.
Right. That looks good to me. Let's have a look at our upgrades as well. Like, what can we need 10 EM matrices for that. For the mecha core, we can research the mecha core pretty easily, actually. So let's get that research in. Because the mecha core will give us more fuel. Eventually we want to beef the mecha core up a bit further. In fact, the copper, yeah, we've already got like quite a bit of that. So, right, make 10 of them. And then whilst that's manufacturing, we can kind of have a... Yeah, see, there's a much better copper deposit over here. There's also a big iron reserve there. So, what we're going to do... I think we're going to start off... Oh, we need to be a bit cautious. There's an oil seep there as well. And oil seeps become very important later on.
You can use the R key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the shift key.
Yeah, let's put that there.
Insufficient required items. You can click the replicator button at the bottom right of the screen.
So let's
to
also
open the
put...
panel
Let's
and
put a
manually
wind
replicate
turbine
the
there. And then...
wind turbine. You have established
Huzzah!
your first power grid.
We love to see it.
Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla Tower to extend the area of the power grid.
Right, okay. So really we want to kind of use the areas like this where we can't really do anything else that's useful with the land. That's what we want to kind of use to kind of stick our initial wind turbines down. So we'll get some of those.
You have done building the first power transmission facility.
Okay,
Tesla
let's get
Tower.
some food as well.
It can carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid.
Okay.
Click on it to view the current power grid information.
Well, I'd rather not if it's all the same, Advisor-san. Advisor-san? You don't need to... I don't think there's a way to turn the tutorials off in this game. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. A game that actually like teaches you how all the mechanics work, especially when they're quite complicated. They start off really simple in this game, and then later on they do start to kind of grind up and get a bit complex. So, I mean, what I'm wanting to do with this series of DSP is I kind of want to go through the entire game and actually build the Dyson Sphere so that we can get white cubes and complete the game on stream. That's going to be a hell of a time investment because DSP, to get to that point before, I mean, considering I didn't know what I was doing as well, it took me a long time to get to that point, right? It took me something in the region of, like, I think 60 hours to get to the point I was making white cubes before, maybe more. Probably more, actually. It is not a fast game. You can do it reasonably fast if you know what you're doing. I think there's an achievement for actually completing the game fully in under 20 hours. There's no way in hell that I would ever get that, but... Right, okay, so we've eaten as much as we can. So, we need to start... let's research the mecha core. Oh, we need more... we need more copper ingots. There we go, okay. Let's make another mining machine then. We can't make another mining machine just yet. We haven't got enough resource. That's fine. Let's get some more copper. Put the mining machine down here. And then at least we've got a nice whack of stuff that's going to start coming out of this. We can start making... Yeah, we can make another mining machine there. We need to start making these. Because once we've got circuit boards, we can start to research further tech. So, next tech on the tree is going to be EM Matrix. We could get logistics system gives us access to those. We need cogs for that. So, I mean, we do need to start with. We can't actually buy out technology. We've got 57 metadata. We could buy out one technology. I kind of don't know if I want to do that. Oh, we need more iron, do we? Alright. There we go. Let's make some ingots, shall we? Right, so we've got that other... we've got another mining machine, so let's put that... Can we? How many veins? We can get 7 veins. That's pretty respectable, I'd say.
One of your production facilities is not powered.
Oh no!
You need to keep it in the power coverage area.
Right, there we
and
are.
Supply it with power facilities in order to maintain its normal works.
Right, so we've now got harvesting for iron. We've got harvesting for copper. What we're going to do is this area over here we're going to use for some production facilities for these. In fact, we can probably... Let's take that off-grid just for a second, because what we can do is we can actually... Yeah, we can do it like that. And that saves us a Tesla tower, because we've now got... Everything's connected. Oh, I love this game. Right, we've researched that tech, have we? Okay. So let's get some of these made up. Like so. Then we're going to get some of these made up. So as you can see, the production tree is going to take a little while to go through. That's one of the things that happens early game on this. I mean, it can happen late game as well if you're not careful. There were some time periods where I was just like, I'd set a production queue running for 20 minutes just watching an anime episode, and I'd just kind of come back to the game a bit later, which is not the efficient way to play. What you should be doing is making production facilities to make the things that you're using to combine into bigger things. So that's kind of the aim of this stream, I guess, is to of this series of streams, I should say, is to play the game in a definitive, efficient, and elegant manner. God, why did that sound like Tara's? Heed my words. Okay. Right, what can we research? Have we got circuit boards? Yes, we have. Okay, so we got circuit boards. We can start to research that. I think researching that to begin with, because that gives us access to storage. And that's something I want to explore in. Like I said before, I want to explore using storage in this series a bit further than I have done before. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to run these so that all of these combine into... do we get splitters off of that? No, we get splitters off of that. We need EM matrices to do that. Okay, fair enough. So... yeah, I think if we make assembling machines next, and then the automated metallurgy systems...
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt, which can achieve full automation now.
Delightful.
Use the conveyor belt to transfer
Delightful.
the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
Well, that's lovely. Okay. So really, over here, we want to be making circuit boards. Pretty essential to the matrix production pipeline. We need more iron. I mean, really, what we really want is... right, what are we lacking? We need... I see what's going on here. Right, okay. Let's make some... in fact, let's make some EM coils first. So we need magnets, we need ingots. I mean, we can make the EM coils over here. We can use this over here to make the circuit boards. As long as we don't get in the way of that oil seep, we can still get to it. It's all good, right?
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the
We
end point.
also
In
probably
addition,
want some...
use the up arrow key to lift up one level, and use the down arrow key to drop down one
yeah,
level.
we need
After
to...
the conveyor belt is lifted, press keypad 0
we need to
reset
get
the
our
construction
meds
height of the conveyor belt to the ground. If you don't want
on
the conveyor belt
the
to
smelting
attach to
machine.
you,
We've kind of
you can
stalled
try
ourselves a
holding
bit on
down
that
the
point.
shift key.
Nope. Didn't like that one quite finished, did I? Okay. There is also an achievement for going through this game without using a single foundation as well. I don't know if I could feasibly do that, really. Reason being, there's some planets which have an incredibly rare resource on them, and you really want to exploit that if you can. But the problem is, you can't get to that resource without using foundation on the planet because it's underwater. You can't build on water. So, right, okay, that's almost done. Now, we've got 2 more mining machines. So, let's stick those, I guess. Oh, we can't hit very many veins there, apparently. Wow, that's a really poor set of veins for... no, we can hit 7. 7's alright. 7's alright. Right, okay, so that's researching now. We then want to make us some of those. Thank you very much. And we'll get some more copper harvesting as well. Because of course we will. There we go. All of those are covered. That can go over there. Right, okay, so we now have smelters. So, as you can imagine, the smelter will just smelt stuff. It's a pretty self-explanatory bit of kit, this, really. So, these will come over here. We'll put these down there. We will need to...
You built a smelter, which
I
can smelt
did.
basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically. While you want to
I
make
need
the
to
raw
wait for my
materials
drones to
and
finish up,
products that
apparently,
come
huh?
out of them autonomously, you need to use sorters and conveyor belts.
Okay.
The sorter is a transportation connector. for
Right.
cargoes
Now
between
these will
facilities.
start
It
to...
will automatically
These will start to
smelt
smelt
the
ingots
small
for us.
facilities.
I didn't really want to be smelting ingots. I actually wanted to be smelting...
After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key. to
I
copy the
actually wanted
recipe.
to be smelting
The greater than key to paste the
magnets
next
over
row
here, didn't I?
needs to set the same
We're running low on power now. Hold on, let's cancel those off because we want to start smelting magnets, not ingots.
You have a build
Okay.
without recipe set. Please set the recipe you want. After
Right, so we've got
selecting
5 of
the
them
recipe,
cooking.
you can use the less than key to
Yeah, we definitely need more power.
The greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the
There we are.
sails.
Okay. Yeah, power is probably the most difficult part of the early game. Once you get to late game, you can start reliably kicking out lots of power, for which the fire ice is actually really good because it burns quite slowly in thermal plants. And when you're harvesting it from an ice giant, which I'm pretty sure that's an ice giant? Yeah, ice giant. Ice giants kick out fire ice like no one's business, so if you can stick some of that into a power plant, then you're golden. Takes a long old time to burn. And it's completely renewable. Ice giants don't run out of resource. Like, planets eventually will run out of resources, but ice giants don't. I don't know if there's like a cutoff point for how long they harvest for or what, but... right, let's eat those logs. Eat the organic crystals as well. We probably shouldn't, because organic crystals are very useful later. But... Right, okay, so we've got a whole bunch of those coming out. We'll want to find somewhere to set up dedicated production of conveyor belts. Right, let's click off that. Right. And then we'll want a few more smelters as well. But yeah, it's got like a... You can see we have about 2 minutes worth of cooldown on the production tab right now. So that gives us an opportunity, actually, because we can kind of potter about. We can grab some of this stuff. We could maybe have a look at some upgrades. Mecha frame, inventory capacity is steel. See, a lot of this stuff we can't unlock yet because we don't have enough... I mean, we've got some metadata. I mean, we don't have enough metadata for some of this stuff because it takes blue. We've got 157 red metadata. Yeah, see, anything that just needs, like, blue, well, it's kind of off limits, isn't it? EM Matrix would be real good to get. Fluid storage, we don't need yet. That we don't... Yeah, so we need to... Realistically, that's what we want. So we're going to get that research in. We are going to need to get some magnets. So we will do just that. Have our windmills finished making? They've not finished making just yet, but that's okay. Let's get rid of those. Right, okay, so we can start... Yeah, we definitely need more power generation. Poor wind turbines are having a great time of it. Poor boys. My wind turbines are poor boys. Yes, sirree. Don't sue me, Disney. Right, there we go. Okay. As you can see, my power is starting to deplete quite quickly. So early on in the game, because you've got a limited number of drones, and drones take power, it does make it a bit tricky to balance out your overall power requirement against what you need to do to progress. And if you run out of power, you just run really slowly. Everything just grinds to a halt. Right, so we have got quite a lot of iron ore on us, actually. I thought for some reason we didn't, but no, we're alright in that sense. Right, okay. So, on this side, we're going to be making electromagnets. Excuse me. We'll use 1 copper for that, because copper doesn't actually take all that much making. Yeah, it's good. I should probably set a mining machine up over here, actually, so we can start making some iron ingots as well. Excuse me. Oh, we did make some more windmills, that's good. Yep, 1 there. I guess 1 there. Looks good. Except, no, that one's not on the grid. There we go. Okay, nice. It's always important that you make sure your power plants are connected. If they're not, then, as you can probably predict, it makes things less than ideal, because then you've got no way to make sure that things are actually running. Right, so let's stick this over here. We need to get some ingots making, so that's what we're going to kind of focus on for the moment. Everything else can kind of wait for just a minute. Yeah, we can get the... right, that's after EM coils, so we can get some EM coils making, right? We've got... We can make 10 of them. Easy peasy. Before we do that, let's... yeah, so that's got a nice beefy coverage area, so we can get a couple more of these set. And we'll get, I guess, 3 of these making iron ingots for us. Oh, we're also going to need some of these sorters as well. Thankfully, the base sorters don't take all that much to make. Yeah, and I think if we make a storage as well... And storage, thankfully, is nice and straightforward. Copy the recipe. There we go. So then what we're going to do here... Thank you. We've got the Matrix Lab. Yeah, I think if we were to... I think what we want to do is put it into a loop so that we can kind of pluck stuff off as well. So if we were to, I guess, pull these... Yeah, pull this around this way.
You built a storage, which can be used to store cargo. You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo.
Right, there we go. Okay, nice. Oh, that needs power, apparently. Right, so this is now going to store our iron ingots for us, so... I find, early on at least, having a nice storage set for iron
you can now click the
is definitely a big help.
In the lower left corner of the screen.
Right, what do we want to build next?
To try the planet
so the next thing we want to do is we need copper. These will need to export. We want to probably research sorters as well, which are up here. We need 100 of those. So, really, we want to be manufacturing out of these. Yeah, so here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to loop. We're going to start this here for the moment. Loop that there. Get some more conveyors made. Big old 1.5-minute production queue. We love to see it. We don't love to see it, really. Steel smelting would be good, but it's kind of pointless at the moment. Those technologies are, for the moment, similarly pointless. No point worrying about those. Now, this would be nice. Let's see if we can actually make that whilst we're waiting. Just because resource... the universal exploration means we can see all the different resource veins kicking about. And then we'll also need to make... I'm going to go for 6 of them. And then a whole bunch of these. Okay. So as you can see, the storage is filling up. We're going to take these as and when we can. Okay. Let's also start getting some copper ingots kicked out. So that looks... Yeah, that looks okay. We're going to need to power this area. But that's alright. As long as one of them got power? No, none of them got power. Well, that's ideal. We don't love to see that. However, we can get stuff set up whilst we're waiting. Once we unlock the thermal plants, things will start to get... Oh, yeah, it's feeding that. It's feeding it at least. So yeah, copper and electromagnets. Oh, sorry, magnetic coils, I should say. Magnets, not coils, just magnets. They will go to make us the EM coils, and then over here, that's where we're going to make circuits, because circuits is just iron ingots and copper. Very, very straightforward. Right. Oh, that's a big queue, that. Let's delete almost all of that for the minute. Let's also then... Let's take some more ingots out of there. I mean, they are very useful to keep hold of. Okay. Alright. And then we'll also need some of these. Good, good. Okay. Yeah, I think that the idea of having base resources go into a central sort of logistics feeding system, it will work, it just won't work yet. It's very much, I think, it feels like a late game thing for me. Or at least a kind of mid-early game thing we can transition into. So I think that's the best way for us to approach it, right? Okay. We should be able to make 10 of these. So we'll see if we can do that. Now, what we want to do is... Yeah, if we were to say... like... that... and then like that? No, that's not quite right. Hold on. Trying to work out the best way to set this factory up. In fact... Can I use my blueprints? No, I can't use my blueprints yet because I haven't researched it. Alright, fine. We'll get the sorter unlocked. Once we've got the sorter unlocked, we can start kind of planning out our first factory. Right, we've got EM matrices coming out now. So let's get this. We can't build the sorter just yet. We were actually looking at this, weren't we? Alright, alright. So, let us say... We need the sorter first, really. So we're going to need 5 of them. We're going to need... That's taking a lot of copper bars to make. It's probably going to be more effective if we just kind of stick a Tesla tower there. Thank you.
You have unlocked the universe exploration. Now you can click
there we
the
go.
details displayed.
Excellent. See, now this tells us where any nearby veins are.
Open real-time distribution.
Makes things a lot easier. Makes things a lot easier. Okay. See, I think we should actually cancel those off, and then what we can do is we can use these as they come out to craft those with a little bit more efficiency. So how many of these circuit boards have we got? That's going to give us... right, so we need to get 2 more rounds of them making. That gives us 60. Right, yeah, so we can make them nice and easy. We can pull these magnets out, and that will allow us to make the EM coils. What that will let us do is it will allow us to make the electromagnetic matrices to unlock the saucer, because the thing is, making a factory is well and good, but the saucer will make that a lot easier. Also, it's going to be worth having a look into mass construction takes 100 circuit boards, so that would also be a smart thing for us to look at getting. Because what we can do then is we can start to mass produce factories. We can just kind of point and click, jobs are good. We need more power, huh? Okay. Let's make 5 of them. Oh, excuse me. I love the music in this game. It's so relaxing. Like, after the day that I've had, not necessarily for work reasons, but for, shall we say, personal reasons, you know, something like this where I don't have to emotionally invest myself too much is very, very, very welcome. Most welcome indeed. So the reason I've been a bit upset today, this is going to sound really stupid, my favourite game is getting a remaster. normally it'd be like, okay, Shinsu, okay, yeah, so your favourite game is getting a remaster, and you're a lucky bastard. Well, the problem is, one of my favourite series got a relatively recent update, which it turned out I hated. And it's just kind of like, well, I mean, yeah, a glow up could be good, or it could be awful. It could be the worst thing that happened. Like, and because the game that is getting remastered is my all-time favourite game of all time ever, it's kind of like, well, oh, hang on, we need to, what are we missing for those? Hold on. Oh, we need the electromagnets, don't we? There we go. Okay. So we'll get the electromagnets, magnetic cores. I know what I mean by these things, right? I know what I mean. It would probably be worth starting to plan this factory out. So, what we want is for it to kind of be like that. Yeah, I think we need to set this up over here, actually. Just so that we've got enough... Right, let's delete these. We can kind of more easily plan this out if we top down it a bit. So, we want to say... Yes, I know I can build a Matrix Lab. Thank you very much, game. Very Pogachiche-based of you. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to say... like... 2 different lines going like that. Yes, just like so. Yeah, okay. Actually, what we want to have is a couple of lines coming each side of those. So the middle is actually going to be the export point for these. So the factories, as you can imagine, this is when we make stuff. This is where the magic happens, right? Ah, okay, we can do that research. Right, okay, good. So, research that so we can get Splitter, and also we get Saucer Mark II, which is much better than Saucer Mark 1. The difference is immeasurable. Let's get a few more wind turbines made. We're going to need them. We need 4 of the manufacturing things, and then also we're going to want some of them. What are we missing? Right, we've got pretty much everything we need there for the moment. We've got a couple of wind turbines that we can stick down. We've got 3 wind turbines we can stick down. That's always nice. So we will do just that. Over this way. There we go. Now there are reasons to not build wind turbines along the shoreline like this. One of them is that later on in the game you need to use water pumps, but it's actually really useful to have them on the waterline for now, just because that space is not usable for the time being. Like, it doesn't serve a purpose. So we make the best use of space by taking the shoreline, making sure that that's kind of earmarked for power production for the moment. Later on, the shoreline will be used for water production, but that's a ways off yet. We haven't researched that tech just yet. Alrighty. What's going on here? Why is that? Ah, do we not have the matrices? I thought we did. Oh no, we ate some of the stuff to make the matrices. Well, that's embarrassing. All right, fine. I thought we set it off. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on, just a cotton picking second. So we can make this yet more efficient. Like so. Yes, excellent. Excelente. Excelente! Okay. So these are going to come all the way down here. That doesn't need to go quite so far as that. It just needs to go to there. That needs to go to there. Okay. And then these need to kind of come down like that. Something else we're going to need to do is work out where we can stick some power distribution. We can actually kind of sneak the power distribution in between the factories themselves. We've got another couple of wind turbines we can kick down. We might as well keep building along the shoreline, right? Like that, yeah. And this gives us a lot of power to play with, which is going to be important for, certainly important for later on. Right, what are we missing? We're still missing the matrices at the minute. Okay. Right, well, let's get some manufacturing on those. Now, what I want is sorters. Why is that not going up? Use inventory items. There we go. So that will now get the research ticking onwards. And we just really need to get that to kick into high gear a bit, really, don't we? We've got another couple of wind turbines we can stick down as well. Let's do that while we wait. This is what I mean when I say it's a very slow-paced game. Like, there's no... You can rush. I mean, rushing generally needs metadata, which, as you saw, I don't have any of. Metadata is not what I have. Okay. Okay. Now, we don't have too much we can do right now as we wait for this research. But what we can do instead, just for the moment, is we can start getting these ready to... Oh, don't want to do that. Actually, no, that probably looks a bit better, doesn't it? Yeah. Minimizes the distance that the stuff has to travel. Oh. Except it won't work for that for some weird reason. Alright. That's going to bother me because that's not quite symmetrical. Oh. Well, it's not really important, is it? And that's going to go in there, and that's going to go in there, that's going to go in there. Okay. And then we will need some more of these. There we are. Oh, so I saw a long queue at the moment. How's our iron going? Yeah, you know what? Let's. Oh, we can only stack up to 2 at the minute. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I love the music in this game. It is so damn good. But going back to what I was saying about Skies of Arcadia, the reason I'm nervous is not because of the fact that it's a remaster, therefore it's automatically terrible. No. That's not the reason at all. The reason I'm nervous is there is a lot of capacity for it to go horribly wrong. And I don't think my heart could take that. I genuinely don't think my heart could take that. So, with what happened with certain nameless other series recently, which I'm still very salty about, the problem was they redesigned it for an audience that I would argue is not the core audience. You know, they looked at it and said, how can we make this game appeal to people who like Dark Soul? It's like, we don't want a masochistic game. We want a fun game. So, no. What kids want these days is masochism. That's what sells games. Like, okay, it's not what we want, but we got a masochistic game anyway. And as a result, I've abandoned it completely. It's going back to the guy who gave it me. I don't want to touch it again. I very much doubt I'm ever going to complete that game, which is a huge shame considering it was my all-time favourite series, but... and my worry is, I know that Skies is going to be a remaster. And like I said before, a glow-up is fine. I've got no problem with the glow-up at all. Oh, I need more core beef. Give me food. I think we need to improve the energy circuit. Yeah, see, this is very much an early game problem. Because we are... in fact, you know what we can do? is we can actually make... We can make some of these, right, like this. We can stick a matrix lab down just for the moment. Just for the moment. Get it to produce these.
Matrix lab. You can
and
use it to make
we can
super
yeah, we can get this
matrices
to
or
make the
research
matrices for us.
technologies
That's
required
actually probably the smart way
The
to do
super
it.
matrices are the source code of the CentreBrain for maintaining the home world. You can upload as many super matrices to
There
the
we go.
CentreBrain as possible. You can be benefited
Okay.
to unlock more actual world technologies by operating the home world simultaneously.
Oh, excellent. A lot of the tutorials don't make great sense, really. Not ideal, but, well. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so we can use this to make the matrices and then just feed it into the mecha to keep us ticking over. It also saves us a little bit on electric as well. Right, there we go. Yeah, so it shouldn't take too much longer to finish up. There we go. So we have enough matrices now to complete the tech, which is good. We'll keep those feeding in and ticking over, though, because that will give us a fair whack of matrices towards the next tech that we decide to go for. Really, I think we want to unlock the... Oh, thermal power. Thermal power is very nice. It only takes 30 matrices. I think, however, yeah, we want to research that next, really. So, let's do that. Let's make some more of these to feed into the Matrix lab here. It's only going to hold 10 of these at once, so we might want to stick a storage down, actually. Just for the moment. Oh, it's too close. Too close. Sir, I think you're too close. Right, we've got a level 2 sorter. Good. That's okay, we don't really need a level 2 sorter. We can just use a level 1 for the moment. Right, feed those into there, I think. Yeah, feed them into that. And then we'll just feed everything as much as we can into that for the moment. How... Is that everything? Yep. Okay, good. Right, we've got 10 of those. Once we got the 50, right. I mean, we've got... In fact, we have a saucer. Saucers are easy. Saucers are very easy to make. They don't take much at all. Now, what we can do, right, is we build that, like... I'd say there. Yep, we stack them up.
Splitter with 4 directions.
Oh, it's a
It can
splitter,
split
not a
passing
saucer.
cargo or balance the cargo on multiple conveyor belts. The splitting speed depends on the conveyor belt speed. Use the tab key to switch
Okay.
between different styles, and click it to set priorities and
There we go.
filters.
And then what we do is we link these up, like so. Sometimes it can get a bit finicky when you're not building perfectly. It can be a bit finicky to get your factories really kind of lined up, and when they're symmetrical, it works a lot better. I mean, it also works a lot better when they're the fastest possible conveyors as well. But that's kind of by the by. We ain't gonna have too much opportunity to do that for the moment. Right, conveyors are coming out. We need a lot more core energy. I think what we want to do is we want to research the what I call the food tower. We also need to make sure that this keeps on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we can research the food tower. So the reason I'm going to get this next is because the food tower lets us recharge off of the electric grid. Obviously important. Right. Okay, we can now... Oh god, our core energy is almost dead. Oh yeah, we need to stand still for a minute. We need to let this go through, I think. Okay. It's probably depleted because of the fact that we have... we've been running around doing loads of stuff for the last sort of hour or so. Oh god, have we really been playing for almost an hour? It doesn't feel like that long at all. The time goes so quickly when I play this. I lose track of time. So, to give you some more context on one of the reasons I love this game, while my wife was unwell, and I was at home, signed off of work because of the stress of the situation it caused me, I was mostly just sat around playing this, and I was playing it for upwards of 12 hours a day. Like some nights I was playing it, some days I get up at 6, stick this game on, and I come off at like 10 at night. So, like, 16-hour days playing Dyson Sphere. It was amazing. I mean, it was kind of stupid as well, but I'd argue amazing over stupid personally. That's my cope, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, these need to come down here. And then that's gonna... Oh, hang on, I can't do that, can I? There we go. Okay, and this will allow us to start making the electromagnets. And what we can do is we can start getting them into a storage container, and then the storage container will link on through to the cube production. And once we've got that set up and going, we're going to move the Matrix Lab eventually. I'm not sure exactly where to. I mean, this would have been better pointing that way, I suppose, but we can kind of loop around and kind of... I mean, maybe we don't need to move that, actually. Maybe it's alright where it is. But, without further ado, let's get some production going. Oh, yeah. Right. Once that food tower pops out, we need to kind of get the food tower down first as kind of like a priority, I feel. Right, we're going to start seeing some coils get manufactured. It takes a little bit of... Yeah, there we go. So it's going to store these for the time being, but that's okay. We can keep them stored in the manufacturing machines just for the moment. And then once that's kind of set and we've got enough splitters, not splitters, enough sorters to chuck onto everything, we can start manufacture of circuit boards as well. And that's going to be kind of over on this side. And I kind of feel like it would be really useful to have production of more ingots. So like specialized just ingot production, which we can maybe link up to a logistics station once we unlock them. Right, we have now got... No, we haven't. But we can make one. Can we make another? We can make 2 food towers. Good. Okay. Now, these, we probably want to try and keep them. In fact, let's kill that. Stick that there. There we go. And that now, look at that. Charges us right up.
Long-distance power transmission caused by
Beautiful.
its longer connection distance. What's exciting is that it can also charge mecha by using electricity from the grid.
Look at that power. Alright, so we now start kicking these out a little bit more vociferously. Yeah, sticking near these at the early game will really ramp up our production capability. Now, what we also want to do is let's... Oh, we can't make these. What am I missing? What am I missing? Electric motor? What am I missing? Oh, I can't make it because I can't make electric motors yet. Alright. Well, that kind of makes sense. Let's take these, though. So, yeah, these make nice and easy. Which is good. Let's stick... Yeah, we can stick those... Oh, no, you can stick 100 at max, huh? Alright. What about circuit boards? Can I make more circuit boards, sir? We need more ironing ingots for that, but that's okay. Right, there we go. We need copper ingots there now. Okay. Alrighty. In fact, should we upgrade that? Yeah, let's upgrade that. There. So that'll start kicking those out a lot more quickly now. We can start to get these deposited out. Like so, I would say. We've only got the Mark II sources now. Alright, that's fine. Right, so it's our first factory. So we're making the EM coils there. We need to set up a factory at some point to make these boys. So the conveyor belts. Having a conveyor belt factory is actually really important in the game. The first time I played this, I didn't do that, and I realised quite a bit later on into my playthrough, like, holy shit, I should have made conveyor belt factory, because the amount of speed that you increase your production by is silly. Like, we could probably set one up. I mean, we need to harvest that at some point. There's so little there. It's just going to harvest out really quickly. That's the problem. You know, that does become an issue. Let's also get some more storages made. We want to get some stone, actually. We ain't got very much stone. And we probably want to start setting up some more of the food towers as well. And what we can then do is we can start to charge ourselves up a little bit more. I never actually bothered to set up a plasma exciter factory. I should probably change that. What I should do, really, is on planets where I've got access to stones. Plasma exciter is 2 prisms. Prisms are just glass, and that's just EM cores. So actually they're quite straightforward to make, but what I really want to be doing is setting up intergalactic manufacturing, so that basically if I need something on a particular planet, I can say, okay, we make this here. Intergalactic crafts, or interstellar logistics crafts, go here, pick this up, bring it back here, jobs are good, right? How well that works is gonna be up to how well I design it, I guess. I was not very good at getting the logistics crafts to work efficiently in my first playthrough at all. In fact, you know what we should make? We should make a matrix lab, but for research, because then we can automate. What we could do is we could automate research. Okay. Right, let's get these moved. Now, I think, because this is over here and we're going to be manufacturing circuit boards over this side, it's going to be more like over here that's the good place for the matrix labs. Yeah, so we'll set these up like this just for the moment. You're going to do research. Okay, you're going to do matrix production. We'll set up a power supply there. Very nice, very nice. In fact, let's have this so that it deposits into there, but that then deposits into there. Huh? Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. What do we need to make EM drive? We need 50 of those. How many of those have we got? 59. We can research that now. I said we can research that now. There we go. Right, it's going, it's going. Okay, cool. Let's also get one of those, just so we can kind of move these on across. And we can just kind of leave that running for the moment. Right, so I think this needs to come over here. Now, this is going to be the challenge, is getting this to kind of loop around. I probably made this a bit too far away, actually. So we say like that, and then... Yeah, that looks... I mean, it looks kind of dumb, but it'll work. And then, like I said, what we're then going to do is we're going to start manufacturing circuit boards up here. And this is the core essence of Dyson Sphere Program. You make stuff to make more stuff. That's the game. Making stuff to make stuff. It sounds so stupid when I say it out loud, but I love it. I love it. I say it's a no thoughts head empty game, but it's kind of not. It's kind of not. Just hit the button. There we go. There we go. So the manufacturing is starting to kick out. Yes, it's going to start pumping these EM cores out. And also, an advantage we got is while that's manufacturing those cubes, we should also have a reasonably good supply of EM cores that we can kind of duck back to. And we're certainly looking better than my first attempt at this game, where oh god, the spaghetti. The spaghetti was real. The spaghetti was beyond real. The spaghetti was unreal. Sorry, I was tweaking my microphone a little bit there. Let's go to the food tower a second. Hold on. Yummy, yummy. I've got electromagnetism in my tummy, and I'm giving it all to you. Yeah. The reason it's taking that much from the grid is it's charging me. There we go. See, as soon as I move away, it's alright. Right. Come now, dear children. Right, let's feed that, because that can start kicking out some coils for us, right? Alright. In fact, wait. No, better idea. This is going to feed to this side. Right, that's going to feed to that side. Hey, hey, hey! Yes, we are calm. We're playing happy calm game. We're in our happy place right now. We're Happy Gilmore in that place where... Oh, shit, that's not... No, hang on. We're Happy Gilmore in that place where he's not Angry Gilmore anymore. I haven't seen that film in a while. Wife likes it. There we go. Okay, so this will start feeding the magnets in, the coils, I should say. There we go. Excellente. Did I have a food tower over here? I don't know if I did. EM drive complete. We'll have to see it. Okay. We need to get manufacturing on some gears, which I didn't know that you had. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist, pal. Couldn't resist. Actually, I think it might be better for us to look at researching thermal power, because what we can then do is we can start harvesting coal, right? It might be an idea to start harvesting coal now, actually, because we've got yeah, we've got a big vein. We've got 1 million coal there. That's a lot of coal. Oh my. Oh, we should probably eat as well. Alright. Yeah, let's start harvesting this, because we're going to want to start using it for power. Coal for power is a bad idea in DSP. But the reason I'm doing it is because it's also freely available power that's easy for us to exploit. Na, 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 na. Love it. I love the music in this game. Right, okay, so we've got the 2 mining machines. They're harvesting the coal. They run on whole grain. Woo. And I think what we do is we're going to kick out a couple of these. Yeah, we're going to do it like this. So that's going to go like, I guess, 1 there, 1 there. Yeah, like that. That works. Okay. Ah, we need some more. We need some more of that. Okay. That's fine. I mean, once we got the thermal power researched, what we can then do is we can start kicking out a couple of thermal plants. They have a much better power generation than normal power plants, or the wind power plants, I should say. Thermal plants, they are useful into the late game. So This is probably not the best way to load it up, but coal burns very quickly, so... Right, okay. We have a thermal plant. We want to make a couple of those. That's going to... Oh, that's running us to almost a minute's worth of time, isn't it? Collide with other object. What's it colliding with? Hold on. Let's set these down, shall we? Ah, I see. Right, so actually that needs to be more like that.
A thermal power station. Such power facilities need to consume chemical energy fuels. If you want to generate continuous and stable power,
nice.
You need to ensure a sufficient fuel supply.
Okay. That's kind of the plan. So these over here, these are all going to run off of the coal that we're mining. It's not efficient to use coal like this. Really, what you want to do is find a system with a gas giant and run it off of hydrogen. Just because that hydrogen to start you off is much, much better, much, much more renewable. I think fire ice would work as well. There we go. Thermal power is active. Yes, if we have 2 thermal plants over here, we should be able to build another. Yes, we can. Subarshi. Yes, I mean that's going to give us a nice whack of power. Hey, hey, welcome, welcome. How are we doing? How's your hand? Is it any better tonight? I hope it's doing better. The sooner your hand's feeling a bit better, the sooner you can get back to doing stuff, right? Can I make any upgrades? Inventory capacity needs steel. Mecha core. Oh, universe exploration. We could get. We don't really need it because I kind of already know what's in this system. Like I said, I've kind of cheated a bit there, but technology's excellent. We love to hear it. We love to hear it. Right, we need to focus on manufacturing circuit boards. So, I can't fly yet. I should remember that. I can't fly yet. I'm not quite yet. Not necessarily a bad thing. Not necessarily a bad thing. So, I mean, what is a scar if not a memento of something that you've survived and come out tougher than, right? That's how I look at it anyway. Right, yeah, let's upgrade that. Okay, yeah, so we need circuit boards now. We can probably start... In fact, let's make a couple of those. Then let's make as many circuit boards as we can. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it sounds honestly like it's just sucks. It's just sucked, man. But you've come out the better for it, right? You've come out on top. You came out stronger. Yeah, here we go. Another thermal plant, which will stick down over here. Yeah, so these 2 thermal plants are going to be kind of our main power production for the moment. There we go. We love to see it. No, that's the thing. I mean, it will look worse than it is. It's one of those where it will look like shit and you'll feel like shit. But ultimately, it doesn't do too much except teach you something, which is... well, I mean, it might teach your dad something more than it teaches you something, but... no. I mean, we're not casting blame or anything at all. It's a learning experience is what I'm trying to say, you know. You both learn from it. You both come out the better for it. So, it's not always a bad thing, right? In fact, there's a Terry Pratchett quote. I think it's from The Hogfather, which is relevant. And I think it's death, being the Hogfather, gives a child a sword. And the parent says, "What are you doing giving that child a sword?" And Death's response is, "Well, you know, it's a valuable, it's a valuable thing. Like, it's dangerous. It's a sword. It's not meant to be safe. What happens if the child cuts themselves? That will be an important lesson." I always thought that was quite profound. I should actually read some Pratchett. I've never actually got around to reading this stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think that if you haven't already, it would be good to probably, you know, give him some reassurance that you're not mad about what's happened, right? If you've not done so already, I imagine you probably will have done, but reconciliation is really important. One of the worst things you can do is not to reconcile in situations where it's possible. Because all you foster then is resentment and bitterness, and it just kind of... Yeah, it can very quickly spiral out of control, right? Alrighty, let's get some more food. There we go. Yummy, yummy. Okay. Now, what we now want to do is kick these circuit boards into here. In fact, no, what we want to do, in fact, is put these... Oh, no, not like that. Not like that. Yes, like this. There we go. Right, excellent. Okay, let's get us... We need 6 of these. We probably want another mining machine, and we also probably want some of... Yeah, we need some more iron production, really. Yeah, there are certain things you can do. So calisthenics is always an option. Calisthenics and leg day. Yeah, I mean, losing your rhythm in that is not great, but... Cheeky. Okay. Can I make blueprints yet? What do I need to make? What do I need to unlock my blueprints? I need 100 circuit boards as it happens. I can make that. I can make that easy peasy. Yeah. But what we'll do first is we will... this is going to be better, actually. Smelting purification gives us graphite. This would... Could be... Oh, that sucks, man. I couldn't imagine not being able to drive. Like, the fact that we were without a car for a bit felt bad enough, but... Yeah. That's the point. Tomorrow we get our new car, so I'm looking forward to that. We've decided to call her Barrett. Yeah, our car's going to be called Barrett, because that's a great name for a car, right? Yes, our first car was called Loretta, our second car was Noelle, and our new car is going to be called Barrett. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, naming our car has been a kind of a tradition for us for a long time. It sounds silly now I say it out loud, but... Right, so that's processing through the... okay. I don't know if there's too much point, actually. We need to get some manufacturing for gears as well. I think what we should do here is... These, I mean, what is it that gears are made? Is gears just, gears is just iron ingots, so we'd need a smelter to make them anyway. Where's the next iron veins? They're kind of...
In the planet view mode,
over
you can
there.
hold down the middle mouse
Some
button
over there.
drag, rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse
I think
button.
we use these over
Drag
here
to
to
roll
make,
angle of view.
to
Press
make
N
iron.
key to point to the front
And then
to
make
the north
gears.
pole. In
Hey,
the planet
nice.
view mode,
Good stuff,
slide
good
the
stuff.
mouse wheel to enter the star map mode.
Right, I tell you what, let's pause that. How do we pause it? There we go. Pause that. Let's open that instead. Is that gonna go? There we go. Why is that not working? Hold on. Ah, use inventory items. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's good. I mean, you're making progress, man. That's the important thing. You're making progress, right? So, now that that's all going through, we need to make some of those. we need to make some smelters. And then what we're going to do is, in fact, let's make a couple of splitters as well. I think we should be able to turn this into... We should be able to set up like a very straightforward factory over here for circuit boards. That will give us our basic research. Damn, I love this game. It looks so beautiful as well. Even if the planets are super, super tiny. I tell you what, give me just a second. I'm just going to leave the game running. I just need to be right back. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I just left the game running then because it's more efficient to... instead of pausing it when I have to take a quick comfort break, it's much better just to kind of keep it going like that, I think. Okay, so... we want to say... Right, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get shot of that. And then... we need to get some more copper manufacturing on. So we'll bring these over here, right? We need another smelter. Get another smelter made. 1, 2. There'll be a third one there in a second. Let's also start making some more of these. Oh, hang on a minute. Tell you what, we can make a couple of them. Right. Yeah. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, like you said, you've got something to keep you kind of going for the time being, right? It's not like you're kind of allowing it to completely knock you sideways. And that's important, because if you allow it to completely knock you sideways, then you kind of shit out of luck already. Right. We're going to need another splitter. Right, we got mass construction. Now that means we get access to all our blueprints. I've got blueprints here from my previous playthroughs. Again, like I said, it's kind of cheating a little bit. A lot of the stuff we just flatly can't make yet, though, so we shouldn't worry about it too much, just for the time being. Right, okay, so we're going to run these into there. I think that should work. Yeah. Yeah, it should work. Okay. Okay. We need to make some more sorters as well. And we're also going to need to make some more of this. There we go. Okay. In fact, it might be useful. It might be useful to start making some cogs. Let's get some more copper kicking out anyway. set those to gobble. Oh, we need another one. Well, that kind of sucks. Alright, well, it's fine. It's fine. So this needs to come up by a level. And then another level. Should be alright? Yeah. And this really wants to kind of come around like that. Yes, there we are. Now, we need to feed... oh, hang on, we made the other splitter, didn't we? Yeah. Because what we can then do is this. This is going to look a bit squiffy, but it'll work. It'll work, trust me. Trust! How many veins can we hit there? 7 max. Alright. 7 works. 7's alright. And then we'll build some more smelty boys over here. Yes, we will. There we go. Once we've actually got manufacturing of circuit boards and electromagnets set up really kind of rolling forwards, you'll find that everything will start to pick up a bit of a head of steam then. Until that point, things probably... Oh, no, don't do that. Things kind of take a little while to get going, but I think that's the nature of this game a lot of the time. You know, it's... I've said it several times now on the stream. It is... Dyson Sphere is not a fast-paced game at all. One of the reasons I like it, I suppose, is it's relaxed. There is a mode coming which adds combat to it, but thankfully, the devs have made that an option rather than being a mandatory thing that you're forced into. And I like that a lot. You know, they could have said, well, you know what, it's our game, we're just going to make it how we want and bollocks to how the player feels. But no, they've said, well, actually, you know what? Not everyone's going to want this. Not everyone is going to, you know, want to play games for, you know, fighting and stuff like that. So let's just make it so that, well, they can do it if they want. If otherwise, you're just like, come on, I'm just a little guy, man. Come on. I'm just a little guy. You know, what do you want to fight me for? I'm just a little guy. Ooh, thank you. Probably eat that food. Nice. Right, so that, yes. Okay, we need to get some more sorters. Okay, there we are. Oh, we need some more Tesla towers, actually. There we go. I mean, I know it's not exactly efficient to make them that way, but again, I'm not concerning myself with efficiency too much right now, because it's early game, and early game is almost always inefficient. So if people can build efficiently in the early game, I tip my hat to them, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Okay. Ah, there we are. Yes. Nice. Good, good. Okay. There we go. It's looking nice. I find it so much more fun playing this game now that I actually know what I'm supposed to be doing all the time. Like, I'm never kind of wandering around thinking, what should I be doing next? You know, I've always kind of got an objective in mind at this point. Right now, my objective is very much, hey, let's actually start automating my research production. Once we automate our research production, then we can start automating stuff. You know, we can start looking into oil. We can start researching. We have to go through the whole rigmarole of setting up oil production, actually. That's fun. It's actually a huge pain in the dick, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but, well. Yeah, we need to get another food tower down at some point, I think. In fact, we need food. Feed me. Feed me. Ah, there we go. Yum. Delicious. Delicious. Yeah, I think I described him as looking like Icarus. Kind of looks like a combination of Bumblebee and Carter from Halo Reach. Don't you think? Don't you think? Alright. So these should start kicking out circuit boards pretty soon. Wait, no, they're not. They ain't got copper going into them yet. Which means we need 6 more of these. Alright. There we go. Nice. Now these should, in a second, start kicking out circuit boards for us. And once the circuit boards start kicking out... Yeah, there we go. Once these get over here... Oh, I need more. Yeah, I definitely need to start automating production of my my words have gone from my brain. I can't brain today. I can't brain most days. I can't brain most days, to be fair. Right, yeah, we need smelters over here. My cogs, that's the word I'm looking for. My lovely Neppy cogs. Check them out. Good grief. If I ever reference that song again, just shoot me. Just do it. Just kill me. Oh, hang on, I can copy off those, can't I? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we just need a few more of those. Please do. Please. Just end my suffering. Just do it. Yeah, we need some more of those as well. But basically what we need to do is we need to start automating production of cogs, because the conveyor belts are they're just iron ingots and cogs. Well, gears I should say, but the gears need to be manufactured from iron ingots. So it needs it needs its own factory, really. I mean, gears will become important later. You know, we'll need to have a supply of them. So getting a dedicated little factory set up for those, probably not a bad idea right now. Right, that can go through there. There we go. There, excellent. Okay. Now, we need to finish up over here. And then we can start researching stuff like steel smelting. Should we get some steel smelting on the go? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, good. Now we probably want to stack another matrix lab on top of there because that will increase our production speed. No, we should only waste our time with putting one on for the moment, I think. Okay, link that there. Upgrade that. There we go. Right, okay, we're cooking now. We've got automated production of electromagnet coils, magnetic coils even, and we've also got production of circuit boards. So we're pretty set. Matrix lab is ready. Let's stack it. That doubles up our research speed. Now we're really cooking. Now we're really cooking. Alright, nice, nice. We probably want to beef that up a bit as well if we can. So to make electric motors, we need... we need electromagnets. We also need gears. We'll need to get these set up because these are used to make the Tier 2 conveyor belts. And Tier 2 conveyor belts are very, very useful for really kicking the factory into high gear. Like, when you get to the mid-game point, you really just want to be using the Tier 2 conveyor belts on everything. Tier 3 is maybe a bit too much at some points. We need more magnet production. So... here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We're going to make more magnets. I had planned to, in fact. Something else we could do? is start getting some brick production on. Like a true slab. Like a true slab in the name of brick. Not quite in the name of Cain, but in the name of brick. We have got a mining machine. We could do that. There's a stone here. Just like get some bricks made up. No, not really a bad idea at all. That. All right, let's. How many of these? 7. Can I get 8? 7. All right, that's fine. 7's okay. Right. Let's make another smelter as well, and another storage. Okay. I had planned to link these up actually, but I don't know. I don't think we can quite link these up. We could try. Oh, is that going to work? Excellent. Yeah, we can do that. Nice. Nice, nice. All right, so we stick 3 of these across here. Right. We need a little bunch of these. Okay. We'll set up a Tesla tower there. That's going to go there. And then so we probably want to research the mecha core efficiency soon as well. What is it we need for engine circuit? We need to have energetic graphite for that. I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Right, there we go. Yeah, we're starting to kick it into a bit of a higher gear now. So what this should do, this will double up on our magnet production. Still needs to ramp up a little bit, I think, but that's going to give us a nice little boost there. We've probably got quite a few I mean, how many would you have? Like 3,000 magnets in there. 400 and... Yeah, I mean, it's steadily increasing. Let's make another matrix lab because we can double up on production of the cubes as well. Okay, steel smelting is done. Very nice, very nice. Steel is important mostly for construction stuff. It's not really useful outside of that at this point. It becomes more important later on. Encapsulation, store it, fluid even. We'll research it because we're going to want it for oil. There we go. Okay. Matrix production doubles up. That should, in theory, make our research go quite a bit quicker. However, I do notice a weak link in the chain here, which is this. So if we do that, there we go. Yeah, that should increase the speed of that quite substantially, which we want to see. Okay. Right, so everything seems to be going pretty nicely at the minute. It looks to me as though after this we want to research the coal technology as well. I need to start looking at getting some upgrades as well. As you can see, I mean, the mecha doesn't move very quickly at the minute. He also runs out of puff with alarming speed, which is never something we want to see. Okay. We're also not building very efficiently right now in terms of our layout, but that's mostly because early game spaghetti is the way. Right, bricks. Just make bricks. And that cuts down some of our manufacturing time for a bunch of stuff. I mean, bricks are not something that normally you need to worry about, but it's handy to have, like, something that makes stacks of them just for your big construction projects, right? Okay. Circuit boards. I mean, they're grinding onwards. They're grinding onwards. That's going to be done soon. I think we need to research. That needs 100 red. We don't have access to red cubes just yet. Drive engine is coal and that will give us flight, but I don't feel like it's going to be useful right now. The energy circuit is what we want to get. Okay, so we'll research smelting purification next. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, this is working pretty nicely. So that should hopefully ping off quite soon. Now, let's get some more power set and ready. In fact, we need coils, but here's some I made earlier. Ah, we love it. We love to see it. I think we can just leave these to kind of carry on as they are for the moment. Yeah, it might be good to... Oh, we need more petrol, actually. Yeah, we need quite a bit more petrol. Yeah, the wireless towers are definitely good. I would rely on just the wireless towers, but I'm kind of a bit nervous with my power grid at the moment. I've got a couple of dotted around. They're mostly for... I need to keep a steady supply of food on me. Just if I'm out in the field, then I don't want to get stuck and have to kind of slowly walk home. No, on my luck, I'd get to the point where I get distracted and the mech has got to do just that. Welcome, by the way. Welcome, welcome. That's something I'd normally have in me. Yeah, I've not got graphite unlocked just yet, because this is a new save. My intention with this new save is basically to get people... Yeah, we can get people kind of seeing what the game's about. I mean, I'm no means an expert at all, but I've played for long enough that I'd like to say I think I know what I'm doing. I hope I know what I'm doing. My main save has about 118 hours on it, so not an expert, but I'd say reasonably experienced. So experienced that I forgot to power my sources. Right, there we go. Okay, good. Yeah, we've got pretty nice power. So once that's ready, we'll get some smelters on for the graphite. Yeah, I'm leaving that. I'm leaving my my capsule. See if I can get that achievement for finishing the game without using it, huh? Okay. Do we want to get another mining machine? Yeah, let's put another mining machine down. Alrighty. So, yeah, if we say another couple of them. What other technologies... While we're waiting for that to go through, let's see what other techs we can do. Well, it's a bit expensive. Can't get that just yet. Could get that. Could get that. That's going to be better for us right now. However, we will need to get steel set up as well. Because we'll need steel for the... Mecha kind of had a bit of a moment there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Alright. Get those rocks out of the way. We'll see what we can pull out of them. Yeah, we'll get some steel refining set up. Where though is the question. I tell you what, let's get the graphite set up first. We'll need to get a few more Tesla towers set as well. So, if we say... Put those there. Yeah, we need some more of them as well. Probably be good to have a stack of circuit boards on us, actually. Let's go and get the stuff to do that. Just to be safe, more than anything else. That one isn't even making anything, because I haven't set up a thing for it. What an absolute pudding. What an absolute pudding I am. Hello, my name is Shinsuke Ose. I am a complete pudding. Sometimes my own capacity for idiocy amazes even me. Okay, so we've got a food tower over here as well, which will help somewhat, I hope. Set graphite. I think it just needs like one coal. Can I? Yes, there we go. Excellent. Oops, almost yanked my headphones out then. Not good. Ah, it needs 3, does it? 2, 3, something like that? Well, let's not worry too much about that just for the moment. Right, yeah, so we can leave those to kind of... In fact, let's get them set so we have some storage for graphite as well. I think that would be a really good idea, because it gives us a fuel source. And we can kind of come back to that as we need. So, I mean, it's not exactly ideal considering we're going to want this for red cubes pretty soon. But we can come back to that, right? We can come back to that. Alrighty. Come on, drones. Come on, my cute little boys. There we go. Good. Very cute. Very cute. Alrighty. Then over here as well. Need more sources. Oh boy. Well, that's not what I wanted to be seeing. There we are. Right, good. Okay. So we now have our portable food source in progress. Very nice. That's what we like to see. Have a bit of... Yeah, we need to get some more. In fact, let's take some graphite. There we go. Much better. Much better. Let's grab a few logs as well while we're at it. So peaceful. What I need to try and do with this save file as well is not off-stream a whole bunch. Because that's kind of what happened with my last save is. I off-streamed for about half an hour and got addicted to it. And then I ended up like, oh, I've been streaming this game for 5 days. Not streaming, just playing the game for like 5 days worth of time. Yeah. Easy done though. A game like this. Ah, have we choked on a little bit? We are choking a bit, but not too much. Intriguing. Well, it's all good. That's going forwards quite nicely. We've got a nice supply of circuit boards and whatnot coming out. And also, quite importantly, we can go back and grab these as and when we please, right? So actually, having them feed in like that seems to be working really kind of nicely. Let's make another couple of those, though, just because what we can do is we can feed these into the lab so that it's got a much more constant supply of materials. Yeah. Like so. Yes, that looks good. That's good. Okay. Yeah, so that should keep it much more topped up. It should also keep that one topped up quite a bit more. Yeah. Excellent. We love to see it. Alright, so I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start increasing the energy circuit of the mecha itself. Shouldn't be too tough. Should be actually quite straightforward. So we just need enough of that, enough graphite. We got stacks of graphite already. Okay, and what else was it we needed to research the energy circuit again? Wood. We just need wood. Let's go get some wood then. God, wood. Some? Why'd you ask? Okay. Now we need to make steel so that we can unlock oil refining. And there is kind of a secret to oil refining efficiently, I personally find. I remember when I first started playing this game, I was setting up oil refineries and they were just bad. I was feeding like one extractor per refinery. It's like, no, you can fit four refineries per extractor easily. And as long as everything moves quickly enough, it works. I might try doing it in a circuit though, just because that way it kind of loops around and nothing's wasted. Alright. Oh, yeah, use inventory items, please. There we go. Very nice. There we go. Okay. Good, good. Now, I don't think... It doesn't give us a refinery, does it? No. Okay. So we need to make some steel. I think we're going to use this over... This iron over here. Let's also make a couple of food towers and then some Tesla towers. Okay. And I guess then just some... Yeah, just some more of them. It's not exactly ideal to be using this for the steel, but we can always move it later if we need to, right? And then at some point shortly, we'll go over there. We'll set up some manufacturing for the conveyor belts. I keep on losing my words today. It's actually kind of annoying. It's like I'm forgetting how to speak. Oy, oy. Right, there we go. Food tower. Nice. We like to see that. We do enjoy. Can I hit all 5 of them? All 6 of them? Yeah, easily. Okay. And then how many of... Yeah, we got a few of those coming. So what we're going to do is that. Make a couple of them. Ow. Ow. I hope you didn't hear that, chat. That's my neck. We don't love to see it. We don't love to hear it, I should say. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Actually, can we pull those in a little bit? I think we can. Yeah, we can. I think these take 3, don't they? Right, steel is making. Let's get some storage set up for that as well. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Nice. Nice. Let's get... We could probably get away with the Mark 1 saucer here for the moment. So we haven't got enough manufacturing to really warrant having Mark 2 saucers here just yet. Right, we've got better fuel generation now, which is good. I think the next upgrade for that, we need Mecha Core level 2. We need energy matrices for that. We can't get to that just yet, but that's fine. What's the next Mecha energy circuit upgrade? Oh, that needs quite a lot of red. Okay, we can't get to that just now either. Deuterium fractionation, we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to worry about anything just now that needs red cubes at all, because we can't get to it. There's no point worrying. We could get that, maybe. Do we unlock the energy matrix? Yeah, let's unlock the energy matrix first. Probably a better idea for us just now. Alright. How's our power looking? Could probably do with a bit more power. That's way too... that's way too much. We need to go back over and just grab some magnets then. You can also right-click on the ground to move yourself and just kind of take your hands off of the mouse, crunch your knuckles, click your elbow back into place, wonder where your life's taken this strange turn where you've become a cartoon on Twitch. Well, yeah, it's good, it's good. It's a good time. A good time is had by all, right? Yes, grab those. Alrighty, so... yeah, gobble them. Yum, yum, yum. Don't worry about the inventory items. We don't need those for now. Right, so it was steel stuff we wanted, wasn't it? So an oil extractor needs 12 of those, and a refinery needs 10. So we might want to get some more steel manufacturing on. Nice. Oh, such a child, Shinsuke, I would say. What do you like? Such a child. What was it I was making before? Was it no, it was wind turbines, wasn't it? There we go. Okay. And then let's also make another one of them, another couple of them. Yeah, I think what we'll do is that. We could put that there, though. Wait, no. Put it there. That's better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. We can stick that there. Oh, we can stick that there. Nice. Make use of that little island. Excellent. We love to see it. Okay. More turbines coming out. I mean, we are at a point now where we need to start thinking about making sure that we've got a constant supply of just enough power. Like, there's no point... we can keep it, like... if we keep it above 80%, we're pretty fine. We want to keep it above 100, really. A bit of surplus power is better than negative power, if you ask me. But right, there we go. Okay, so we've got 109 steel now. We've got a lot more steel kicking out. We can just kind of leave this to generate steel for us, and we can come back to that as and when we need it, right? So let's make... right, we need circuit boards for that. Let's go grab some circuit boards. We also need plasma exciters, of which we have none anymore. We did have some. We need to start making glass then. And what we can do is we can start refining glass into prisms and maybe get that stored as well. Okay. So yeah, let's start harvesting this over here. We've got some coils. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of coils. We need circuit boards though. So let's grab some circuits. Are they circuit boards? They are circuit boards. Excellent. I'm calling something by its right name for a change. And it is for a change because I normally get the names of stuff wrong in this. I'm way too used to just like the names that my head gave stuff. And it's like, oh, that's definitely what it's called. Yeah, that's an electromagnetic coil. It's just a what is it again? A magnetic coil. It's not an electromagnetic coil at all, Shinsu. You foolish boy. Ah, dear. Like I said, I impress myself with my own capacity for stupidity sometimes, but well, I'm a VTuber. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. It's a really poor excuse. Can I hit all those? Yes, I can. Okay. So we hit that there. That powers these. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So we need to make some of these now. I think we grab some bricks. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was good. Yeah, I think if we do that, then what we can do is we can also start splitting off some glass as well into its own separate little production thing. We can pretty much set, like, production of prisms from glass up over here. Ooh. cute little stone. Gimme, gimme. Okay. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. We definitely need to make some more. In fact, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Is we're going to have these two here just making glass for us, right? They'll feed into their own storage. Oh, we need some more sources, don't we? Let's kick out a whole bunch of these then. Yeah, if we put that like that. Oh, too close. Not ideal. Yeah, that looks alright. And what we can then do is we stick that there. Right. That's going to make glass for us. So these will just make glass to feed into storage, right? So we've got glass to kind of rely on for construction. Let's make another couple of storages. And then what we can do here, we need to do the same on the other side. So we need another couple of arc smelters. Energy matrices research complete. Delicious. Alright, we can make hydrogen fuel rods eventually. Maglev technology, not useful just yet, will be later. Mass construction, not going to worry about that. Construction, inventory capacity would be nice. Mecha core would be nice. Let's research this though, for the moment. Just, it's there, we might as well. Okay. That's too close again. Alright, so these need to be like that. Apparently I forgot that. You can't just link arc smelters next to each other easily. Well, that kind of sucks, but alright. And then these are going to make... oh, we can't make... We can make glass. Hang on, why can't we make prisms yet? Is there some sort of specific research I need to do to get prisms? There probably is, no, in my luck. I've probably missed something crucial here. Unless... Where is it? I should have access to them. Hold on. Unless they're made in the... are they made in the manufacturing doofer? Hold on. Ah, that's why they're made in there. Okay, fair enough. So that's... Right, so that's kind of a bit of a doof on my part then, huh? Alright. So we need to make 4 of them. Okay. The plan remains the same. We're going to manufacture prisms. They're going to... I mean, to be fair, the extra arc smelters ain't a bad thing. It just means we need to play this bit slightly differently. So the assembling machines will... Yeah, like this. And then these are gonna... Yeah, we need more. We definitely need to set up the manufacturing for... oh, hang on. We have run out of iron ingots. Right, okay. Let's go grab some. We gotta get this mecha moving faster. The movement... Like, when you're used to endgame movement speed, moving at this clip is so painful. Ah! No! Mecha is lethargic today. Mecha doesn't want to get up. Mecha, how do I say it now? Hataraki takunai? Mecha doesn't want to work today. Mecha doesn't want to work today. I'll stop. I'll stop, I promise, one day. Nah, I'm lying. Can't stop, won't stop. Right, okay, so now we can start manufacturing prisms. I say that, we ain't got the power to be doing it, but okay. Right, there we go. I've never actually bothered just manufacturing prisms before. Probably a dumb move on my part, to be fair. One of a great
production compound has reached a certain
Oh,
scale.
excellent.
Now click the statistics panel button at the bottom right corner of the screen to view statistics.
I
It
don't
includes
think
the
I
output
don't feel I
usage,
need to do that, sir.
electricity data, etc. Use these dynamic data can help you to manage your production days.
I mean, it probably would be a smart thing for me to do, but I just kind of don't see the point right now. Okay. Yeah, let's make sure that we get some manufacturing set up for my conveyor belts as well. We really need to get that set up. I should probably have done that before. Alrighty. It's interesting as well seeing, like, compared to the previous save on this seed, like, seeing how I'm doing things differently as well now that I really kind of know what I'm doing as well. It's not my first seed. It's, I mean, the second seed I kind of started because the first seed kind of got to a point where it's, oh, what's happened there? Hold on a minute. Sorry, one of my stream monitors has copped it. Alright, let's try and reboot that. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Oh, we good? We live? Yes. Good. There we go. Excellent. We got prisms. So prisms we needed for the plasma exciters, was it? Yes. Okay. All right. Let's get an oil extractor made. They need plasma exciters as well. They also need bricks. Bricks are over here. Having set manufacturing for prisms is new to me. I've not done this before. I probably should have done. Alright, sources are there. Okay. There. Okay, good. Let's take a bunch of them actually. So yeah, that's working really nicely. That's really generating those quickly. Plasma exciter was EM coil plus that. So we won't worry about manufacturing those directly. They will be useful to manufacture later on. Plasma exciters are kind of limited in application. Right, okay. Oil refinery. There we go. Get oil a sucking, my good sir. And then what we'll want is we need a bunch of these, really. We need to research, I think, vertical construction as well. What's the vertical construction upgrade like? I think it needs energy. Yeah, it does need energy matrices. Oh, excuse me a minute. Oh, excuse me. There. Oh, embarrassing. I sneezed on stream. I sneezed on stream and someone left. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh dear. Deeply embarrassing. Wait, no, keep hold of the organic crystals, they'll be useful later. Okay. I think, before we do too much of anything else, what's our power generation? Okay, so let's get some more wind turbines. Right. Another mining machine. We got 4 arc smelters, which probably should be enough, but I'm going to get 2 more. And then a bunch of those. So, right, we got about a minute's queue on this at the moment. Should give us time to set up some more power. So again, we're using the shoreline to make the best use of this planet at the moment. Okay. Right, excellent. So we can see the veins in the entire planetary system. So this becomes much more useful a bit later on, but let me just show you what this allows us to do. So we can go to there, we can see this has got fire ice, this has got hydrogen, we can see the lava planet, which has... Oh, no, that's not a lava planet, it's the arid desert. That has orbital resonance 1 to 2, lots of copper, titanium, stone, no silicon, bit of iron. The lava planet is there. Lava planet has more silicon, lots of iron and copper, lots of titanium, barely any coal, some stone. Mostly, the ocean being lava is going to be useful to us because it will allow us to use thermal extraction. And thermal extraction will be important purely because it's free power. It lets us it will let us charge up accumulators, and accumulators we need for the gas giant exploitation tower doofers. What are they called? Just called gas giant extractors. Hold on a minute. What's the tech one? I forget what every bloody thing's called tonight. Gas giants exploitation unlocks orbital collector. Yeah, that's the badger. Orbital collectors that not even Commander Shepard can be upset about. And Shepard don't like collectors, let me tell you. Woo! Alright. Let's grab some wood. The thing is, it might seem silly that I'm cutting the trees out of the way, but it's purely because you get loot from them. Plant fuel, logs, organic crystals if you're lucky. And it's better to just kind of use it rather than waste it. You know, use it or lose it, quite literally. If you don't use it, then it vanishes. You don't get any use out of it. Okay. Shall we set a wind turbine up in a minute? Yeah, but not quite yet. Hit 7 there. Yeah. What we could also do is that. Bit cheeky. Makes use of the shoreline and connects that power grid very nicely. Alright, so we want like that, I would say. No, not quite like that. More like that. This ain't going to be very efficient, but it should still work. And as long as it works right. We should probably make some more of these as well. Just because the power satisfaction is running reasonably nicely, but it could be working better. It could be working a lot better. Alright, so yeah, this looks like it will. This looks like the way. Wait, no, no, no. This is not the way. These need to feed in. They need to feed in there, not out. Like so. Yes, okay. Iron ingots, please, sir. Okay, yep. Get some more wind turbines down. Can I set a wind... Oh, I can put some wind turbines over this side. Nice. Yeah, let's do that. And we can kind of take a quick wander over here for some munch as well. This is going a lot better than my first stream of the game. Like, my first stream of the game, I'd never played it before. I had no idea what I was expecting, except, hey, it's a sci-fi building game of some sort. Now that I can see... I can kind of plan my moves out now, which is obviously a nice thing. Stick another turbine down. Yeah, I mean, we're still... Ooh. That's because I'm on the tower, isn't it? Yes, it is because I'm on the tower. All right. So we will want. Ah, no, I've cocked this up here. Hold on. This is what we want to do. Come, my little dronies. Hey, hey, hey. How we doing? Welcome, welcome. We're a little way into the game now, but I'll try and explain things as we go along, just so you can kind of get up to speed on things. So this is Dyson Sphere Program. This is a... Yeah, I'm good, thank you, I'm good. I've run out of sources. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's fine. So this is Dyson Sphere Program. This is pretty much sci-fi Factorio. I mean, Factorio is a bit sci-fi anyway. That is the basic description of this game. It's Interstellar Factorio. I'm currently getting myself set up to build some automation for conveyor belts, because I need conveyor belts constantly, and having them on an automatic refresh would be real good. I've got no research going on, actually. I should probably have something. What should we have going? Let's get the chemical engineering. Why not? It unlocks it. So the research tree, that's just, as you can imagine, new technologies. The way that you unlock new technologies in Dyson Sphere is you unlock different matrices. So we've unlocked electromagnetic matrices. That gives us blue squares. We have unlocked energy matrices, gives us red squares. We can't make them just yet because we don't have the stuff to make them with. That's kind of what we're working on just now. So what we need is these lads are going to make gears for us, right? We're going to loop this around like so. And that's going to kind of go like that. We need more of these. We need more of these. Okay. That needs power. But power we can stick down. In fact, we can just stick a Tesla tower there. Probably better, isn't it? Right, so these are going to make gears for us. There we go. We need another of those. Once the gears are kicking out, then we're going to start seeing this really kind of fly. And especially once we can get automation on our... yeah, look at that. So we can just make them straight. Nice. And also, something I like to do, it's not exactly the efficient way to make circuits, but I like to make things so they kind of loop around like this, right? So they kind of loop around, and that way we don't choke up on production quite so easily. You'll see what I mean in a minute, I hope. I think we're going to need to research the construction drone upgrade soon. Alright. Okay. Looking good. There, so that should start sweeping around now. Then that needs gears and ingots. And the ingots are going to come across there. And then once this is done, this will give us, like I said, automation on pretty much everything there, actually. I think our research is choking a little bit. We need more blue squares, but manufacture those, we need to kind of increase the... we need to increase the output per minute on those. Right, so the ingots are going to start kicking out. Yep, there we are. Okay. Put that in there. And then I think we're going to want some more storage. Yeah, we are. And some more sorters as well, actually. Yeah, okay. There we are. Okay, now. This is going to this automatically now makes the conveyor belts for us, which, as you can imagine, is really nice. It's beyond nice, actually. It makes this section of the game much easier. We're not constantly worrying about, hey, we need more conveyor belts. How can we get more conveyor belts? Well, we'd literally just kick them out. We just kick them out, easy peasy, just like so. There we are. Nice. Nice. Come now. Come, little drones. Yes. For some reason, that built the one on top, but not the one on the bottom. Oh, this game is silly sometimes. Was that going the right way? Oh, if we put it there, is that going to be powered? Yes, so we can get rid of that. Looks a bit squiff, but it works. Right, it works. Okay. Yeah, so we have now got automation on conveyor belts. We can kind of leave this running for the moment. Unless... Actually, no. Better idea. Better idea. We're going to run this back towards where the base is. Like this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to run these over to where the base is. Have them kind of over there so they're a bit easy to get to. And that way, we've got a constant supply of conveyor belt. Yeah, we've got a constant supply of conveyor belt this way. And it's also a lot easier to get to. We don't have to constantly come over here to get it then. Because that can be kind of a bit of a pain at the early game when you've not really got like traversal options. The only traversal option is a jetpack. So, oh wow, the construction drones are so slow right now. It's so painful when you're used to the end game stuff. Oh no. See, this is why normally you'd use metadata to just kind of skip through a lot of this section of the game, but well, that's not an option that's open to us, so we won't worry too much about that. We have got some metadata, actually. Can we upgrade? Can we unlock anything with? We are choked on blue at the minute, aren't we? Yeah. Why are we choking? We should probably research into that. I mean, for the minute, let's make sure that this cooks up. Right. Let's take as many of them conveyor belts as we can. Go on, my drones. My cute little babies. We'll complete this line here. Get it all linked up. Finish up that bit, please. There we go. Yes, that's it. Right, we need to be a bit cautious here because hovering costs quite a lot of energy at the moment. Let's have a bit of food, actually. Nom 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 nom. Okay. Why is our research choking? That's kind of what I want to know. We've got enough of those. Do we need more? Do we need more matrix labs? Maybe. More matrix labs is never a bad move. Let's be fair. Okay, right. We can land here, and then let's stick these over here because actually that's yeah, that's a good place for these to be. I think actually. Yeah, like that. Although maybe we... Yeah, let's extend it by 1. Yeah, like that. Okay, good. So this will bring a constant stream of conveyor belts over to us. I still feel like this is running a little bit too slowly for me. Let's stick that there. Yes, there we go. Okay, good. I think that's about as efficient as we can get that right now. I mean, it looks kind of ugly, but it works, right? I guess that's kind of like me. Huh? Right, the oil seep is a producing, but I want to find out why I'm choking on these. I am actually not choking on them. It's just going slowly because we need that many of them, huh? Well, okay. How about extra sorters? Kind of increases the rate we can transfer stuff across on. EM coils are stacking up nicely. Circuits are stacking up nicely. Okay. So really at the minute, we've got an opportunity, while we wait for that to go through, to start on... We've got oil extractors. We need refineries now. Now, we will need, I think, more iron ingots for this than we have right now. Let's grab some of them. I think we're probably going to want some... No, we've got enough steel. What is it we choked on there? Is it... Oh, it might be stone, actually. It's either stone or circuits that we're kind of lacking at the minute. But let's grab some bricks. Nope, it's those. Oh, it's the coils. All right. There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use over here to refine. Now, before we do that... There we go.
You built a storage tank. It is more suitable for storing fluid than the storage.
Okay.
Each storage tank can only store one single type of fluid and can be built vertically. However, once it has been removed, all the stored fluid will be devastated.
Devastating. Not lost, just devastating. Oh dear. As much as I love this game, some of the voiceover bits are a bit silly. Okay. Right, so we are starting to store up... Are we alright on power? Yeah, just about. Okay. This is probably another reason that we want to research the next level of conveyor belts. You can kind of see it's grinding away quite slowly there. The other thing we could do, is there another oil seep anywhere nearby? I don't know if there is. There's another one over there, but that's quite a way away. This one's probably... I mean, we can use this for the time being, right? Now, oil refining is a bit of a funny beast. So, we have to make sure there's enough space for a line in on either side. Oh, sorry, a line out on either side. There's a line in...
This facility will produce multiple products. To divide them, you need to set a filter on the sorter. You can use tab or the arrow keys on the right side of the keyboard to quickly set the filter when building the sorter.
Yeah, I think like this, and then we can have another line over here, I guess. Like that. Yeah, that should work. Yeah. That's how we're gonna do it. Let's go. Oh, it's making the it's having to kind of grind up those, isn't it? All right, fair enough. We need more coils. There we go. More Tesla towers. And we'll get some more wind turbines as well. Alright, nice. Okay, we like to see it. This doesn't feel like the most efficient way to use our space here. Let's rethink that a bit, shall we? So we can go like, say, that, because it keeps it looking nice and neat. Yeah, that should give us enough space on either side for our exports. Okay, yeah. Can't put those there. There we go. We're just now waiting for the rest of the refineries to make up, huh? Okay. Yeah, the research is coming on all right. I just think we need more verticality on these things. Well, let's get a couple more of the Matrix labs kicking on. It'll be useful to get them prepped up. Oh, my hair's falling in my eyes again. Not good. Not good. How's this looking? Look at that. Full stacks. Full stacks. We love it. I absolutely love seeing stuff like this where the automation is working perfectly. Because what you can actually then do is you can get automated conveyor belts set up for level 1 and then get the stuff made to make level 2 conveyors and automatically create them as well. And you can do that all the way up to the level 3 conveyor belt. And it's really, really cool to see it all working. Okay, we've got that research complete. That's going to come over there. Right, oil refineries are ready. We've got Tesla towers ready to pop out. Electrician in the field. I definitely feel like we want to get another oil seep feeding into that. Is there another oil seep nearby? I don't think there is. Oh, they're half the world away, literally. There's loads over there. There's loads of seeps over there. There's like, what, 6 seeps altogether? That's probably where we want to focus oil manufacturing. For the minute, we've got this one to work with. So that's what we're going to do. And to be fair, that is filling up reasonably quickly. So once we can upgrade this, this will all start to really kick into high gear a little bit. So, before we set these up, we need to set outputs on the refineries themselves, and that will possibly take a little bit of doing. It's a little bit finicky. Once you've got one set up, it's not too bad. Yes, we can add an wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that. We can add an extra matrix lab on top of the existing one. So that will give us much stronger blue cube production. And that goes there. Yes. Okay, so our research is going to be a little bit beefier now. And we love to see that. Now, can we make Mecha Core level 2? We have the we need red metadata for certain stuff. It's not exactly ideal, but solar collection 200. Titanium smelting. Titanium smelting is no good to us just yet. We won't worry about that. Graphene. Graphene would be nice, but we haven't got any sort of chemical setup for it yet, so there's not really much point. Maglev technology. We haven't got red cubes. That's a problem. We can't buy the technology out either because it needs the red cubes. We could probably make some electric. We could probably get that though and actually increase our speed a little bit. We just need to get the requisite bits for it, which shouldn't really be too bad. Something else that's really useful to know is you can. I think it's yeah, you can control click on a manufacturing facility to immediately take out what's in there. which is really, really useful. But also, you can shift-click on whatever's inside something to just pull that stack out as well. So that's something which actually was a bit of a game changer for me when I found out about it. We're just making noises at this point. We're just making noises. Okay. So we need, was it 60 electric motors? We can make... Right, okay. So we need more of these. I mean, we can pull these on. That's fine. That'll do. Okay. So we can use that. We can get our speed upgrade level 1. That speed upgrade level 1 will make us a lot nippier. Which, honestly, we need at the minute. Because our walk speed is so torturous. We also want to get the inventory upgrade as soon as we can. Okay, let's get these set then. So we're going to be using plasma refining, which is kind of the baseline. Now, what you have to do with these is you have to set both an input on the... you have to set an output for hydrogen and for refined oil. And both of those items are necessary for progress at this point. So hydrogen, you need to make red cubes. So we need to start making red cubes, because if we don't, then we start to quite rapidly choke at this point. So the inside lines are going to be the hydrogen output lines. Hang on a minute. No, let's hang on. I've not done that quite right, have I? That needs to be there. Yes, like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so hydrogen there. So you can use the you can use less than, and then copy that. Hit greater than, it'll paste it on. Very useful. Actually game changing. Like, it took me I know the game taught me about it when I kind of was learning all this, but I was too in awe of what was going on to pay too much attention, which is a really big stupid on my part. Right, refined oil comes out on this side. Okay. Good. So we can get these ones kicking on, because they've got their output filters set. If you don't set the output filters right, it will cause clogs. And you don't want these to clog up, because they're a pain in the ass to sort out. There we go. Okay. And as you can see, we're kicking out hydrogen, we're kicking out refined oil. What we'll do is we'll get some... we'll go get some glass, actually. We need to start getting some research on again. Right, what can we actually research right now? Activate that. Yeah, research that. Because what we can then do is we can kind of leave that running while we get the next bit going. Alright, nice. Oh, we probably want to go grab some steel so we can research the inventory upgrade as well. Oh, let's grab some food. Crunch, 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 crunch. Delicious. We love it. We absolutely love it. Ugh. My mouth went all funny then. Yeah. Okay. Back over this way. Hang on. Oh, that one's not set properly. We're out of range. No. I'll give you out of range. Or maybe not, but... Right, okay. We want to make some more storage towers. Make... Ah! There we go. There we go. And we can use those to kind of store up anything else we might need to. Yeah, so these can go into there. And this is pretty much just because we can't set it up to kick out the outputs quite like I'd want just yet. But we can set it so that these give us the storage that we want. And that means that, you know, these will keep on outputting. We don't clog on... It's very easy to clog on hydrogen or on refined oil. So doing this prevents it from clogging too badly. And then once we can do vertical construction, we can tower these up a bit further. That gets us to a point where it will just kind of... If we have excess stuff coming out, which we probably will do, it will just store it for us. So these are just going to kind of store in there for the time being. And like I said, the main reason for this is it stops clogs at this point. We're going to be using these for manufacture shortly. Having them run into the storage tanks, I would say, is probably the best thing for us to be doing just now. So refined oil is used for some stuff a bit later. I've just realized we've got another storage tank that we don't really have a use for. Let's also get the inventory capacity. Oh, we need circuits for that as well, do we? Okay. How many circuits we can... Oh, we have almost enough circuits. Yeah, we can research that. Okay. There we go. Okay, good. Good. Oh, what's happened here? That's not connected. And that's caused a clog. Do you see what I mean? It's very... As soon as the output on your refined oil clogs, then you can't actually kick anything... You can't kick any hydrogen out either, which is a problem. But yeah, that will give us a nice stack of refined oil. Hydrogen is coming on. We need to start refining more of this stuff over here. But what I think we should be able to do is get us 3 of these. In fact, let's grab some. Let's grab some EMs. Let's put. Yeah, put those. We don't want to put that down over here. We actually want these to kind of come over this way, really. Like, we haven't built this very efficiently at all. That's a good thing, to be honest. Like, being able to do the stretches is still... It's still exercise, right? I know that feeling. Since wife had to go off of you know, work and all that, I've had to kind of can off the gym for the time being because can't really afford it. But it's kind of been a case that I've been like, oh my god, I need to do something about my flexibility. It's kind of been a bit of a realization moment for me as well. We need to make... I thought I was grabbing some EM cores. Apparently I forgot to do that. There we go. There. Yes, excellent. So what we'll do is... I mean, this is pretty... That's chocker at the minute. Let's get a few of those made. I can do it, but it takes a lot of effort for me. Yeah, this is kicking out stuff pretty reasonably. But I think we want to upgrade the... I mean, it doesn't really need the... It doesn't need that upgrading too much. I mean, really, we could probably actually fit more... We could probably fit more refineries onto this chain, but I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to. What I want to do... What I want to do... Inventory capacity level 2. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh yeah. Yeah, you go there. And down over here. Yes. Yeah, I'm not building efficiently at all here. Ah! Good grief. That's not quite going to work like I wanted it to. Unless I do it like that. Okay. What's happened there? Couldn't move for a second. Everything was all dark and scary. Right, there we go. Okay. There. Now, I think construction drones might be an idea. Yeah, we can make the construction drones one. I think actually we could probably do with another thermal plant. Let's make one. I mean, maybe another couple of thermal plants would be an idea. Can we put one there? We could put one there. I said, Mr. Construction Drone, sir, we can put one there. Come on. Attaboy. Nice. Okay. Well, let's get another couple of these made. Yeah, it's surprising how brutal stretching can actually be. Stand up. Oh boy. Okay. Hang on. I'm stretching. I'm stretching. Get that posture sorted. Woo. My model went all kinds of weird just then. Ah! Okay. Right, we got more construction drones. We enjoy that. We enjoy to see it. Right, so we can start making... Oh, excellent. Good stuff. So stand up is a point redeem that will basically tell me, hey, dickhead, stand up for a minute. Sort your posture out. And to be fair, it is quite useful. Right, we're making red cubes now. Behold, energy matrices. Boom. Yeah, yeah. Now, we need to run this line over to there. Like that. Okay, we've got energy matrices. Actually, we don't necessarily... We can... Oh, we can't put items in there, can we? Alright. We can put them on the conveyor belt, though. Like that. Let's also make a couple more of these. Yeah, so the channel point redeems are something I need to work on. If I'm honest. Like, they're kind of a bit slapped together. I guess it's mostly because there's not very much that's particularly silly that I can do. But, well, it's all good, right? It's all good. Okay. So, energy matrices are kicking out. And again, what we're going to do is just get these producing steadily. We could probably get more production on these, actually. Yeah, let's make some more matrix towers. I think we can do the same for the blue ones as well. We need more food? Yeah, have some anyway. Okay. So is that filling up more than it's emptying out? It's kind of steady away at the minute. Okay. Yeah, more construction drones would definitely be a nice thing for us to have. Let's also put a food tower over here, just so we've got one for charging up on if we need. Okay. Nom nom. Maybe some more wind towers. Just while we're making these. Come now. Yeah, I think there's a good sort of 30 of the red cubes on there at the minute. Right, so the research tower. There we go. So they will now feed into the research tower, which means we can start to get the mecha core upgrade. Very nice. We crave it. The main thing we want to consider here is that we need to upgrade our production of this stuff a bit. So is that's actually at a steady rate just now. This is filling up maybe a little bit too quickly. But these are producing steadily, so really we want to keep this sort of a rate of production where there's this many kind of pottering on through. They're constantly in production. Can we make another? Can we put another one? No, another level of vertical construction there. Okay. I mean, there's another oil seep over there. Plus, there's I mean, this works actually. We can use these 2 oil seeps plus that to kick out a whole bunch of red cubes. And then we just then need to think about blue cube production. But I think blue cubes, like honestly, we can, I think. Yeah, this is going to be a bit weird. Bear with me a second. I'm just going to make some slight tweaks here. Just like so. So what we do, right, is this. We set 3 of those up, right? That needs power. Okay, we can set that there actually. That'll link it to the grid. Yeah. Okay. Make 2 more of these. Right. And then, in fact, while we're waiting for that to come through, let's stick these. Oh, we're kind of running out of shoreline. It's a unique problem to have, I guess. Okay. Put that there. Put that there. Get a couple of these made. Yeah, so the red cubes are producing much too slowly at the minute. We definitely need to ramp up production of those quite substantially. But realistically, to do that, we need to get this area over here sorted. That's going to be the next objective then. That's the next objective. For the moment, though, let's get the blue cube production pimped out just a little bit. So we want to kind of go like that, and then like that. And this is going to mean that we're kind of burning through our supply of circuit boards and coils maybe a bit more quickly than I'd like, but at the same time, we can then run this here over to that, right? Let's make another storage. I think we should be able to make the big storage crate soon as well, which will be quite nice. Yep, we got another storage crate there, so chuck that there. That's true, yeah. I mean, one thing I've been considering recently, and I might look into this if I'm in town on Saturday morning, because I could go into town on Saturday morning and have a look at this. I'm not sus! No! No! I thought you meant your muscles, not the channel routines! I'm not sus! Oh, I'm just a little guy. Come on, I'm just a little guy. You gonna fight me for? I'm just a small fellow. Oh boy. Okay. Oh no, hydration check as well. Alright. Oh my. No, I'm not sus. I'm not sus. If anything, I'm sus-say-so. Sus-say-so. Because, you know, I say so. Oh! Oh! He's properly done me here. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Oh forsooth. Oh god. Heck. Okay, red production. Right. Red cube production is... it needs ramping up. So. Enough. Let's go get that steel. I can't fly yet, can I? I can just kind of jump like Robot Mario. And then, of course, talk. Right, is that storage full? Oh, it's kind of getting there. Right, we've got more core energy now. Less than 8%. Oh, good grief. Thank you for the support, though. I mean, the fact that that's only 8% of your points. It does kind of say you've been here for a while, right? Right, we need to ramp up red cube production. That's kind of the next major thing. So for that, we need a bunch more oil refineries. However, we also need more power. Nice. We love to see it. Right, there we go. Oh, good grief. I imagine that she would probably play this for a good deal longer than I would. Like, I normally stream for 3.5 hours tops on games like this. I think Kyla would probably roid this for a good 12-hour session apart. Yeah, definitely got to amp this up. Definitely got to amp this up a bit. Unless, I mean, is that still... It's pretty consistent in terms of what's actually coming out, isn't it? I like the fact it's staying consistent, though. I mean, that's, to me, a good thing. Right, here's what we're going to do. Oh, we need plasma. Okay. Yeah, we need some magnetic coils for that. They're over here. Yeah, there they are. So let's make 2 of them. Oh, we need circuits now. I haven't checked them for a little while, if I'm honest. I mean, I can imagine the differences. Yeah, I can imagine that. I think the difference is probably going to be, like... If I use Age of Empires as a way to kind of differentiate between the servers, you've got one server that's advanced to Imperial, and EN is just like, we're on the Dark Age. We're on the Dark Age still. Oh no. Stone Age server. Oh, bless them. Right, we're going to go over here. We're gonna... Oh, hang on a minute. No, I had those. I had these. I need to set these up first. These I'm actually gonna run off of this. Yeah. Like that. Okay. Like so. I haven't played Minecraft in a long time. But, I mean, I play it sort of semi-regularly, but just not regularly enough to count as being, you know, regular play. Right, that is slowly draining out. Slowly. But it's also probably not worth us worrying too much. I think if we put 1 power plant per... Yeah, that's just it. I get that craving probably about the same frequency, actually. Probably about the same sort of frequency. Ah, right, okay. So we can... Oh, I remember that. Hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. Or welcome back, I should say. Wait, that's a refinery. What we want to do is... Oh, there's another seep up here as well that we probably want to try and get. Okay. Point this way. Oh, I remember this. I remember this bit of the world. Yeah, because there's loads of oil seeps up here. Okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna build it, but we don't necessarily need to do anything with it yet. Yeah, I can feel that. Ooh, that could be good. As long as it doesn't have anything to do with Wizards of the Coast. Just because Wizards of the Coast, we don't like them anymore. They did the bad things. They did many bad things. Over quite a long period, actually. I mean, they kind of sorted it out, but the community is still very leery about anything they do now. They kind of played themselves in that respect. Right, you know what? We can cancel most of those off. Let's get another few. Let's get another 2 mining machines. Let's get another. I mean, I suppose it could be Wizards of the Hills or Wizards of the Forest, or maybe Wizards of the Inland area. Wizards of the Landlocked. How about that? Why am I like this? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. There we are. Ah! He's Swean? No, he's Samarots. Oh, I'm well funny me, pal. I'm absolute giggles. I'm sorry. Man, I need to actually finish the post-game on... I never finished the post-game on Legends Arceus. I never finished the post-game for some weird reason. I don't know why. Okay, there we are. So, I think we need to get some more... we need to get some more... what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, we need a few more of them. We need more... oh, was that a fuel? Wait, did I not rig that up? Shinsu, you pudding. I didn't rig the bloody thing up. Wait, no, I did rig it up. I just didn't power it. That's even more of a pudding move. Right, yeah, that jacks us up to over 100% satisfaction on average. Good. Customer satisfaction journey? I got it. Oh, baby. Yeah, PLA was really good. Like, I think something to consider is PLA was my entry back into the series. So for me, it had to impress me quite a bit to get me interested in Pokemon overall again. It did that pretty admirably. Let's get the inventory capacity research, just because that's going to be much more useful to us than anything else right now. I mean, to be fair, I'd consider streaming it again just because it was that much fun. I say streaming it again, playing it again, but for stream, because I enjoyed it that much. Right, okay, so we want to get... That goes, like, there. And then 2 of those. Yes! Hmm? No, like that. Yes, there we are. Okay. That's going to go like that. Ah, nice. Nice, nice. Don't forget about... don't forget to balance your Shifu with Oogway. I'm making that joke a second time, and I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. No remorse. Not even a jot. Okay, so we got oil refineries. Yeah! It's a Kung Fu Panda joke, pal. Why am I like this? Oh, no, it's a Kung Fu Panda joke. Because I'm pretty sure that that's the pronunciation of it. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Shifu. I mean, I could be wrong, but that was my understanding. I'm pretty sure that the word actually just quite literally means master. Ooh. Okay. That's going to come down there. That's going to come down there. Yeah, so he's master. Oh, wasn't there another character who had a name very similar to something like that? They had a name which was just like, that's going to bug the hell out of me now. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I love the music in this game. I need to look up who the actual composer was. What really impresses me more than anything else is this is technically an indie game. Yeah. Same brain cell us. Should probably worry you if we have the same brain cell, to be fair. No one should have the same brain cell as me. Right, that goes in there. That goes in there. So that's going to come out there. Like so. Okay. Right, we should make the inside ones refined oil, I think. Okay. I think that might be it, yeah. Yes, those are the ends. Okay. And then the outside needs to be hydrogen then by process of elimination. Okay. Is this thing on? It's not. Okay, that needs to be hydrogen. Same over here. Yeah. God, I love this game. It's so good. But it's so easy to just lose an entire day playing this. I mean, give me half a chance and I will. I just will. Aye. Okay. Right. We need more... we need iron. Okay, run out of iron. Okay. Grab some iron. Thank you. See, we do choke on stuff a little bit over here, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's not a good thing, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's also get some of those made. And some of those. Right, okay. Right. Let's start filling up these tanks, huh? Ooh. That could be useful. Thank you. More inventory capacity. We love to see it. Get that connected. Get that connected. Okay. Have they made yet? Not quite yet. Okay. Let's get them going. Okay, sources are done. Need one more conveyor there. And then these are ready to pop. Okay. Right. Set. Copy that. Set graphite there. Set graphite over here. Where's my power? Okay. Good. Good. Right. So I think what we do here. Yeah, so we're going to do a bit of an up and over. Like that. Yep, just like so. Mr. Doctor. Excellent. That endless fountain of memes that is Marvel. You enjoy to experience it. God, that was a weird way of wording it. Anyway. Oh, is that not... Ah, I see. It's not kicking out because you ain't finished doing that yet. Can we make more construction drones? We should probably try, shouldn't we? We probably could do. Yeah. Okay. There. What are my drones doing? They're just off. They're just doing whatever they want at this point. Right, okay, so we're kicking out graphite now. Now we're cooking with graphite. Not Wizards of the Inland. Well, that's a shame. Why am I like this? Right, storage tank there has some. I think we might be a bit too close to get that exported, though. Brain damage. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, yeah, that's. I think these are a bit too close for us to do too much with. Hold on. Ah, no, we can do that. We can do that like that. Okay, another thermal plant goes there. Dane Bramage. Matt Damon. Oh, I'm sorry. Right, there we go. Good. So that will give us an extra boost of power. Not quite as much power as maybe we want, but I mean, it's still extra power, right? Now this needs to come out through... Oh, okay. Ah, this could be a problem, actually. This could be a big problem. Hold on. Hang on. Daddy needs to think about this a sec. Okay. Yeah, I didn't quite think this through, huh? Yeah, that is a problem. Okay. Right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to shift this tank over here. Because otherwise we can't properly export. There we go. Okay. And then... Right. We drop all that in there. get that good and full. And then this will go here. And that can go there. No, it can't. Because we need the export there. That's going to have to go like that. Okay. 2 more of them. Yep, looking better. I say, as I fail to connect those together. Produce red, please. They've made, yes. Nope, no, that's too close. We can't do that, apparently. Alright, fair enough. It's going to have to go like that, then. Right, there we go. Good. Right, that's making red cubes for us now. And that means we can connect this to that. And this means that we've got double the red cube production, which should, in theory, double up our research production overall. Once we've got this line connected up, I'm actually going to wrap things up there. So we've been going on for 3¼ hours now. It's a bit longer than I normally go for, especially on a weekday. School night? What do you mean? I mean, it's school night. Shinsu Castle does not have school nights, sir. Arr. No, not me. Delicious. I've taken a real liking to lemon water recently. I guess I always had a liking, but it's just kind of come back a little bit beefier now. Alright. Everything is powered. Everything is running. Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of choke going on here, but that's alright because we can actually use these. If they're choked, we can just pull these for fuel, right? There we go. Okay, good, good. I don't even mind that there's only like 3 music tracks that play. When they're this good, I'm all about them. Yeah, we definitely need to amp up our production of the red cubes. Like, we got loads of blue cubes, I think. How many blue cubes we got? We're sat on 2.5k blue cubes, and red cubes, well, maybe not quite so much. However, we should start seeing them come through a bit more rapidly now. Right, get them in there. Okay, there we go. Good. It's all connected. And we've got communication control, level 2. Right, let's pull over here a second then. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. That was fun. That was fun. I'm just getting a save file set for this world. There we go. Okay, good. Right, we have saved successfully. We'll love to see it. Okay, cool. I'm going to wrap up for tonight then. I'm not on tomorrow, I've got band practice. I'm next going to be on Thursday with some Stardew Valley. And then Friday we have... I can't remember what we've got on Friday. Something. Anyway, I will see you guys soon. Thanks for coming and hanging around with me. VOD's going to be up on YouTube soon. No doubt I'll catch you on Discord. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever time it might be. And I hope to see you soon. Take care.